Hey everyone, welcome to Daily Revelations. So, we're going to talk about culture within culture. And the culture that you have within the culture you live in is your family. And within that family, you develop certain things. As we read about today in the study that we were doing in Nehemiah 7, is that the Levites were a special group, a special family set aside to do something special for serving God. They were basically the line from which the priests came from. And so um, it made me start thinking about what is your family? We often have family traditions and other things, and families sometimes have a, a business or a trade that they hand down generation after generation. It's where a lot of our last names actually came from, was the trade of our family. And as we become much more of a moving society, we can pick and choose and do what we want. We've lost that part of our culture and our subculture in who our family is. But there's a lot of things we haven't. And I think it's good to remember that we are cultivating that culture every time we do something in our family, whether we make a favorite food, whether we say something, we have mannerisms, how we react to things, how we respond to things that are done, the priorities that we set in our house. And I was reminded even more of that as I was talking with my mom last night. And just the culture of centering life around God that I was brought up in. It wasn't always one I agreed with, but it was one that shaped and formed how I viewed a lot of things, and sometimes negatively and positively, and things I had to sort out myself, and the culture that now I'm passing along to my family and my kids, and the people around me. So it's something to think about as we step back and as we're reading through, all these genealogies and all these people, that these people were families. They were groups of people that were each had their own family subculture within the culture of the Jewish tradition. And that lent to a society that was continuing to try to rebuild itself and trying to rebuild itself in the right way, as we're going to find out that they're seeking God and they're choosing to allow truth to be spoken into their lives, into places where they have allowed other cultures to come in and have a negative influence. So, something to think about today as you are reading through Nehemiah 7. What kind of culture are you creating in your family? And is that subculture what you want to be creating? Or is it something you're just doing because that's the way you do things and that's the way family's done things, and you haven't really even thought about why you do what you do? So I hope that's an encouragement to you. And I'm going to continue this on tomorrow in our discussion about a little bit more about family. And but until then, have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.